Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my morning routine, bouldering morning routine for when I boulder video. My day always starts off at about 5:30. My Google Assistant is set to turn my lights on and start playing music, but more often than not, I tell her to just stop so that I can go back to sleep for another 10 minutes or so. After my little power nap, I will kick all my blankets off and just force myself out of bed so I can head to the bathroom and do normal bathroom things. Then I will put on a comfy sweater because it's pretty cold in my apartment in the mornings, and I will let Abby out of her crate. She's crate trained, she likes her crate, she can't be trusted out of her crate, so we just don't mess with that. She normally doesn't have to go to the bathroom right away. She too takes an extra 10-minute power nap on the couch before starting her day. While Abby gets in her little power nap, I will head to the kitchen and make my big glass of water. This is something my dad does every day, and it's a practice I'm trying to get into, but I'm really bad about it because the last thing I want is a big glass of water. What I want is coffee. I just buy my coffee from the grocery store. It's just whatever's kind of ground and on sale and sounds good, and then I just use a reusable K-cup to make it, and I take my freshly brewed coffee with a big old healthy splash of some kind of non-dairy milk. This week it's oat milk, and then I'll sit down and get ready for my Bible study for that morning. Now you have to go out. But first, I'm going to take Abby out. Normally she hangs out for a little bit longer, but I guess she really had to go this morning, which is fine because, we all got to go sometimes. For my Bible study, I usually just read a chapter out of whatever book I'm studying for that time period. Right now I'm going through the letters from Paul, so I'm in Romans, just started it. It's just a great way to get my morning started on the right foot. Then I'll just spend the next 10 or 15 minutes tidying up, whether that's unloading or reloading the dishwasher or picking up things that were kind of left out the night before. I try to think of my cleaning as like before work and after work Jess. So if before work Jess can unload the dishwasher, then all after work Jess has to do is load it after dinner, and later you'll see I kind of do the same thing with the washing machine. So after I'm done tidying up and all my animals have been fed and taken care of and loved up on, I will kind of start my personal routine. This is the time of the day that I'll wash my face, brush my teeth, get myself kind of together, Just take some time for little old me. So I used to be a person who made their bed first thing, like before I did anything else. But then I read this article about airing your bed out for a couple minutes every day, and I figured really have nothing to lose, doesn't hurt anybody, so it's just a practice I have started doing, and it kind of flows a little bit nicer in my morning routine now. But through the power of movie magic, my bed will be ba-bam made, just for y'all. Now we are just gonna take a moment to appreciate this sleepy bib. Look at her, so cute. So like I said, I try to split my cleaning duties between kind of morning and evening Jess, and so if I start my wash in the morning and get it moved over to the dryer, then I don't have to worry about wet clothes in the washer all day, and then when I get home all I have to do is fold it and kind of move on from there. Good morning. So this is the part of my morning routine that is really boring, and so I'm not going to film it. Usually I sit here until the sun is up enough that I can take Abby out for a walk, and during that time I just work on my phone, I'll pay bills or answer emails. Today I'm editing this video. So I do use the time intentionally, but it's really boring, and in that time the washer is usually done, so I'll throw the wash over to the dryer so it doesn't get gross. And I just figured you guys didn't want to see that. you probably want to see me bouldering, right? That's coming up because I have to leave for that in like 30 minutes. So I will see you guys at the gym. Here, they literally just unlocked the door because I'm the first person here. The gym that I climb at least 45 minutes from my house, but today it was over an hour with traffic, but it's cool. Listen to music, listen to a podcast. And this location's actually opening another location in the spring that's like 5 minutes from where I work, so we won't have to do this commute much longer. Anyway, I'm here, Island Rock Gym. Let's do it. So before I start climbing anything too challenging, I do like to warm myself up a little, ease myself in. So I'm just climbing up this V0 for a little bit of a warm up. The thing about when you climb V2s at the max is that your warm up is pretty short and you run out of climbs fairly quickly, but nevertheless, it's important to do so. So in this next warm up climb, I'm actually gonna link this pink coral, it actually looks like coral too, which is trippy, V1 with that black V0 that is kind of right next to it. I do this because it is a fun little way to warm up, and Jen Sens recommended it, and I will do just about anything that Jen Sens tells me to do. So she is the mother of climbers. So there you go. After my warm-up climbs, I did stretch a little bit, but for the most part, I was over-warming up and just wanted to get started on my current project, which is this yellow guy. As you can see, it doesn't look all that hard because for most people, it's probably not all that hard. I'm just a weak baby with weak baby forearms. For the longest time, I couldn't even pull myself out of this seated position, but once I got that moved down, the next couple were pretty easy, pretty intuitive for me. They're definitely not pretty, but you know, we're doing our best. So this point is kind of where I found myself stuck at for the last couple days, last couple visits to the gym, and that is mostly because I didn't like having my foot in that double hold because I was afraid if I fell, I wouldn't be able to get my foot out and I would break my ankle. So I was determined to not use it, which didn't work. Here's me being super dramatic, but worry not. Friends, we will find our optimism eventually. There it is. So again, you'll see I was not trying to use that sandwichy hold. I'm sure there's a name for it. I just don't know what it is. And was really committed to this like foot swap that just was not working. As you can clearly see, this is the only only video where the end hold is not in the frame. This is entirely because I'm a terrible videographer, but I want you guys to just pause the video real quick and comment down below what you think is going to happen now that the end hold isn't even in frame. I'll wait. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, just out of frame, I send the route. I was so pumped at this point that I couldn't even hold anything to help me down climb. And so I just had to kind of bail and just jump off. But I did it, that's what matters. I tried to do the route again to get a better angle, but I could not hold the wall for dear life. So in between attempts at the yellow project, I did bounce to other climbs, just to kind of get some confidence in the fact that I could in fact send something today, but also because I was just getting frustrated with falling off the wall so many times. So here is a little purple V1 that I did in between attempts at my yellow project. I was so pumped even just after a couple attempts that I was nervous with this guy that I was not going to be able to down climb. But I did, no stress. So this gray-brown V2 that I'm on right now is a pretty fresh route. I think this whole wall was reset pretty recently, and normally I don't have as much problem with the volume. I can kind of just scootily doop up this kind of part to my sticking point, and today I don't know, I just really couldn't do it. I was too tired, and I really had no business being on this wall with how pumped I was from the yellow, but what are you gonna do, you know? I'm a glutton for pain. So just like with the yellow route, eventually I just started skipping the start and getting to the part where I was stuck and trying to work through that, which if you're an intermediate or an experienced climber, that's obvious to you. But as a beginner, I cannot tell you how many times I wasted energy climbing 2/3 of a route over and over and over again instead of just making my way to the sticking point and working on that. So spoiler alert, I never sent this route today. I'm gonna try it at the start of my next session when I'm a little bit more fresh, instead of waiting until after my forearms are gonna burst off my body. But if anyone has any technique, I'm not looking for any like specific beta at this point, but if you guys have any tips for a beginner on how to hold on to weird shaped things, let me know. All right, everybody, that is it for my morning routine morning routine for bouldering video. My dog sees a squirrel outside, so she's very excited. So if you hear that, that's what that is. And yeah, if you like this video, like it. If not, that's okay, I guess. Anyway, I am a total beginner at bouldering. I've only been doing this for like 6 weeks, so 6 or 7 weeks. So stick around and maybe one day I'll be able to do more than a couple V2s, and that'll be kind of it. So I hope to see you guys in the next one, whenever that may be. All right, bye.